How you doing, Econ students? This is Mr. Clifford. Welcome to ACDC Econ. Right now we're going to talk about perfect competition because I know a few things about being perfect. Essential. That's not the word I'm looking for. So stupid. All right, before we jump into perfect competition, let's take a step back and talk about the four market structures. Every product out there is produced in a market that's one of these four market structures. There's perfect competition, monopolistic competition, oligopoly, and monopoly. I'm going to explain perfect competition in this video, but the other market structures, imperfect competition, is also super important. A great example of a product that's produced in perfect competition is oranges or strawberries or milk. No, Paul, I'm not drinking another gallon of milk. You'll remember that firms inside perfect competition have several characteristics. The most important one is that their products are completely identical as other firms. That means that they're perfect substitutes for each other. Think about it. A dairy farmer can't taste milk and determine if that was his cows or some other cows that produced that milk. And it's the same way with all other firms that are in perfect competition. Another key characteristic is that there's many small firms and plenty of people producing this product. Now, if you put those together, you find out that these firms are price takers. This means they have to take the price that's set by the market. So they have no control over the price. It'll make more sense if I show it to you in graphs. What we have right here is the market for milk. You learned this before. It's got demand and supply, and it sets an equilibrium at $10. So this is the industry graph, or the market graph, that includes all the different firms that produce milk. Right here is the graph for one individual firm. And since they're price takers, the demand for this firm is horizontal. It's perfectly elastic. Again, this is because they have no control over the price. If they raise the price up to 11, then no one's going to go to them. They'll go to all the other dairy farmers. And there's no reason for them to lower the price below 10 because people are going to buy as many units as they sell at $10. This horizontal demand curve is the demand, but it's also equal to the marginal revenue. The marginal revenue is the additional revenue that the firm gets when they sell another unit. So if they sell another crate for $10, their additional revenue is $10. They sell another crate for another $10, additional revenue $10. So the demand equals the marginal revenue. It also equals the average revenue and the price. And your teacher will probably tell you this is sometimes called Mr. Darp. That's something I do in my classes. Anytime I say the word Mr. Darp, the students have to go. This is the horizontal demand curve, which equals the marginal revenue curve, Mr. Darp. The point is the demand and the marginal revenue are horizontal for the firm. Now, if we take some cost curves and put it on here, we can actually figure out how many units this firm should produce, and we can calculate profit. So let's zoom in on the firm. Notice we have a marginal cost curve and an ATC. The first question is to figure out how many units they should produce. Well, that brings up the most important concept in all of microeconomics, which is the profit maximizing rule. All firms should produce where MR equals MC. This is basically saying that you should always produce as long as the marginal revenue is greater than the marginal cost. At the point where they're equal, you should stop producing, and that's the profit maximizing quantity. If you produce when the marginal cost is greater than the marginal revenue, you're going to make less profit than before. This firm's going to produce where MR hits MC, which is right there at 10 units. They don't want to stop at 4 units because they can still produce more profit. And they don't want to produce 11 units because the additional cost is greater than the additional revenue of selling that unit. This is why you spent so much time learning about all the cost curves. You put them together with the revenue curves, and now you can figure out how many units should the firm produce, what's their total revenue, their total cost, and how much is the profit. In this case, they're selling 10 units for $10 each, so that big box right there is total revenue. Now, is that all profit? No, because some of it is cost. To calculate the total cost, you have to find the average total cost of each unit, which is right there, $6. 6 times 10 is 60. So that box right there is the total cost. So total revenue of 100 minus 60 total cost gives you $40 profit. That box is right there. So this individual firm is maximizing profit where MR equals MC, and they're making an economic profit of $40 or $4 per unit. So this right here is a firm in a perfectly competitive industry. And that's the graph that you're going to have to draw and analyze to do well on your test. So make sure you feel comfortable drawing these side-by-side graphs, the market and the firm, with the firm showing profit or showing a loss or breaking even and being in long-run equilibrium. Another thing you have to be able to do, other than just draw the graph, is use a chart to calculate how much profit is being made. And you're going to learn how to do that in the next video. Hey, I hope this video helped you understand perfect competition. If you like these videos, make sure to subscribe and check out the next video that can explain the whole thing over again except using charts. Also, take a look at my microeconomics review video that covers all the concepts in microeconomics. It'll get you ready for your final or for your AP test. All right? Till next time.